Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Well, for this month of July, we continue to profile charities here in the Ozarks that benefit from the Price Cutter Charity Championship and charities that we want to introduce to you all at home. And today we're focusing on the Springfield Dream Center, relatively new to the area. We want to welcome Jody Dow in the studio today. Jody, thanks for being here. For those that might not know, you guys are pretty new here. You said about 2.5 years you guys have been operating here in Springfield. Just tell us, what is the Springfield Dream Center?
Yeah, so we're 2.5 years old, a brand new charity to the Price Cutter Charity Championship this year. And we exist to help families gain stability, reignite the dream that they had as a kid, and go fight for it. So we do that by providing help for today and hope for tomorrow. And that's how all of our programs are broken down. So that help for today piece really helps our families that are in generational poverty. So they're raising their kids in a very similar area that they were raised in and experiencing the same childhood for their kids that they also had. So we see some deep-rooted poverty mindset with our families, and so we're able to help alleviate some of that crisis thinking and crisis mode, whether it's food, clothing, just the ability to come in and ask questions and help get connected to their next step. And we love building relationships. So while we provide help, we're building those relationships and we can move them into hope. So that is classes, education, job skill training, an after-school program that's free for the kids in our neighborhood that focuses on social and emotional skills and growth.
That's incredible. You said earlier that you guys have grown a little bit faster than you guys expected over the last 2.5 years. Just kind of talk about what that process has been like since you guys opened your doors.
Yeah, so when we opened, we were serving 30 people at a community dinner on a Wednesday night. And we every single week are serving. We're averaging over 160 people now on Wednesdays. And so we've seen huge growth in 2.5 years of that community meal. And then our very first kid activity that we ever did was 8 kids over spring break. And we were clueless. We had no idea what we were doing. And now this year will double our after school program by moving to 5 days a week and take 60 kids. We're able to add additional staffing in classrooms, and all of our teachers are trained in what it means to provide a trauma-informed care center. So they're coming in with a great skill set to then lead our kids through some of those emotional moments and figuring out, how do we handle all that life is going to throw at us, because what they experience and what they have been taught through trauma is not always our healthiest response. And so we've got to help give them different tools, and at the same time working with their parents, because their parents are hungry for those tools. They're asking for them. They're like, hey, I don't want to yell at my kids, but what else can I do? So by providing that after school for the kiddos, we're also able to have those conversations with parents. And that's just way bigger than anywhere we thought we'd be right now.
Absolutely. What neighborhood are you guys located in Springfield? Yeah,
we're in the Woodland Heights neighborhood, which is amazing. We have great neighbors, from the people who live in our neighborhood that are supportive of our families to some great community and business partners that are around there. ESC consulting engineers, they're great. They are our muscle, they are our brain power, and they're great supporters of the Dream Center and our families.
Absolutely. What are some issues for people that live in the neighborhood? Why are some people seeking out your services? Yeah,
so transportation's huge. And if you've never been without a car in Springfield, you may not realize sometimes how hard it is to navigate things on a timeline. So you can navigate the city, but to navigate it on a time crunch, or needing to get to this appointment, to the next appointment, to pick up your kids, to find a spot for them to go after school while you're working, becomes increasingly difficult. So we are able to provide a lot of those resources inside their neighborhood, walking distance. We have 2 bus stops right by us. So we alleviate some of that pressure of the transportation piece. And then we just love to build relationships, and it's hard to ask for help, especially we have families who know that they're in need. They know they've asked again and again, and they can recognize that cycle in themselves, but they want to break it. They just don't know what to do. And so by building relationships, I think we've been able to have conversations that are really honest, but yet moving them towards their SMART goals or their best next steps so that they can make it possible.
Now, going forward, you guys have, as you guys have gone, you've seen more needs that you guys need as an organization as well. What are some of those needs that you guys still have, and how does the Price Cutter Charity Championship, how do you guys anticipate it helping you guys out for this first year?
Oh, absolutely. It's been so fun to be a part of the tournament for the very first time and to be with other nonprofits. It's fun to gather everyone together and to look at the collective impact that Springfield nonprofits get to make. And so last night I was sitting in a room with a bunch of people who are getting trained and ready for the tournament. And I'm like, man, when you think about what Springfield has when it comes to nonprofits, it's really incredible. And we are blessed as a community to have people who care. And things like the Price Cutter Charity Championship that say, let's give back to a bunch of different places all at once to make the next thing possible. And so for us, we're increasing that after school program. We went from 3 days a week last year to 5. We're having to hire new staff. It's new curriculum, new training to be trauma informed. So the money that we're able to benefit from Price Cutter Charity Championship will go directly into the DC Academy to make those next steps happen for our kids.
Awesome. If those at home are wanting to learn a little bit more about the Springfield Dream Center, how can they do that?
Oh, easy. Find us online at springfielddreamcenter.com, or it's the same name on Facebook. Just hop on there. We're interacting with you, but we'd love to have the community come and be a part of it. So we provide lots of opportunities for you to come and volunteer and see it in action and to get to know the families we're serving and build those relationships. So whether you have kids, you're on your own, you want to bring a group of friends together, we can make that possible.
Awesome, Jody. Well, we want to thank you for coming in today and sharing more about what the Springfield Dream Center is all about.
Absolutely.
We'll be back with more Ozarks Tonight right after this.